Hello, Megan. My name is Joe Blanchard, and I'm really excited to be able to speak to you from Fairbanks, Alaska today. How are things down in Nemacolin? Fantastic. I did get the questions that you sent by email, and I would definitely like to address those questions with you today. The first question, I think the most interesting, if I could choose any superhero power, what would it be and why? I would definitely choose Wolverine. I like the self-healing abilities that he has. I also like that he can live a really long time. He'd seen the Civil War up until now, and I just thought if I was to live 150, 200 years, what would I be seeing? Like some amazing technology, some amazing progress with people. I think that was kind of interesting. I'm not so big about the claws, but they're interesting. How do I envision my role in the position contributing to the overall mission of the organization? Well, I know what the manager is. The manager helps to communicate to you, the district manager, where our branch is going, and how we can bring the best customer experience to customers that choose Numaclaw, the folks that live in the community in the surrounding area. So my role is to make sure that I'm always representing the highest standards of Wells Fargo's values and to keep you constantly updated on where we are and where we are going. How would I establish credibility with my team? This is a very good question because I would be coming up from Fairbanks, Alaska down to Numaclaw. I've never lived in the community before, and how does the team know that this manager from out of state is going to fit in? And I do that by accountability, by holding up the standards every day, and by showing them, I've been a teller, I've been a banker, I've been a service manager, and that I understand the role, and that I lead by example. I will show the policies and procedures that I'm looking to do. I will communicate with the customers in the same way that I expect them to communicate with the customers. So I lead by example, take responsibility, and more importantly, accountability. Managers that aren't accountable will never have credibility with their team. So when something goes wrong, the buck stops with me. And I think when the team understands that is the case, they will fall behind and say, that's the guy that we want to move forward with. He's the man that I understand that when he says something, he knows that if it doesn't get done, he's going to stand on it, and then I'll deal with them later. But they'll know that I'm not hiding behind anything or throwing anybody under the bus, so they can trust me. A situation in which my work was criticized. I have to make calls on the teller line all the time. We have holds that may or may not need to be removed. We have customers where I have to make a split-second decision. And with that comes some wrong answers to what I do. We've had longtime customers that I should make an exception for, or some considerations that I didn't have. And I stand by, I listen to the way that my manager is telling me the situation should have been handled. We have an implementation plan, and we move forward. But I don't take things personally. I look at it as an opportunity for me to grow as a manager. And so I appreciate that criticism. It makes me better. What irritates me about other people and how do I handle it? What irritates me is when people bring that dark cloud to work, that sadness. They're not excited for whatever reason. They might have personal issues at home. There might have been a tragedy in their family. They're just depressed for whatever reason. And those are important things, and we want to handle them. We want to handle them professionally, and I want to handle them on a personal basis, but I don't want that to be the face that we bring to our customers, and I certainly don't want that to be the attitude that we bring to our fellow coworkers. If it's bad enough, we have resources for them to talk to, and I always lead them in that direction. Or honestly, at the end of the day, if you need to just leave, I would rather have an employee who's having a tough time head on out, just take a day, than have them bring that whole team down as an anchor. So sometimes it just needs to happen. And so that does irritate me. I don't want people to not tell me what's going on or be fake, but you need to know the customers first, and we need to always focus on that. What can I offer that others can't? Here, I bring you teller experience, banker experience, and service manager experience, and 3 going on 4 years of all of that. So I can interchange into those roles, and that's everybody who's going to be in our branch. I also have experience with our business specialist. I had a very good working relationship with my business specialist and our premier banker. So I've seen all the different roles. I've worked with all the different partners. And so as a manager, I can leverage all of those skills to maximize the utility for our branch, to make us the go-to spot for our customers that are looking to really enhance their financial futures. And that's what I can bring, is just that relationship building that I have had throughout my entire career in banking, that makes sure that when we look at what our customers' needs are, we can meet them immediately here at Wells Fargo, and that we truly care about those needs. So those are some of the things that I can bring that you're probably not going to find with every single candidate that you have.